Welcome back to the Gallagher Shots YouTube channel. My name is Emil. I have had a lovely weekend. Not trying to think about Newcastle United, but then they lost and it really is getting worse now. We lost to Palace away, and were we even there on the day? Who knows? We'll find out. These are the player ratings for the 1-0 defeat at Selhurst Park. First, it was Martin Dubravka in goal, who, if it wasn't for him, we would be a lot worse off in this game. Some fantastic saves, kept us in with a shot, and it's worrying to think that he's our best player because teams will be sniffing, keeping tabs on what he's doing, but just stop mentioning how good he is and then they won't notice. They'll read your Twitter, remember. A little bit of poor positioning for the goal, but it was a very good free kick from Patrick Van Aanholt. 8 for Dubravka in the net. We'll move on to Lascelles, who his game was marred by the red card, yes, but he's playing out of position. I think he did all right. There was a slight improvement on the Arsenal game. He looked bright down the wing, and yeah, the red card was unnecessary. I might look at it as taking one for the team. It's not great that we've lost him for the next few weeks, though, but maybe having an all-out defender at the back might help things. Fernandez is next. Lascelles gets 5. Fernandez is next, and there were some okay challenges. I've seen it's a bit of a mixed bag on him, but when the defence is playing like it was when Palace were moving forward, you can't really judge one particular player. Oh, no, well, you can actually, and we'll get to him, but poor performance really from Fernandez, not one of his better ones. Struggled to handle Zaha, and it's almost like he's getting a little bit worse. 4 for him. Lascelles left a few chances wide open. You could just see them getting ahead of them each time. Yellow card tied him up really for what he could do. But again, this back line, it's disorganised. Yes, it's partially from the management side of things, but Lascelles, the captain, the guy who you want to really push the team up, is not having this effect. And this is against a team who can't score prior to this. They scored less than us, so it's mental. Lascelles gets 3. On to the man who really did look poor in this game. Cher had a silly free kick, which he gave away, so as concede from that. Lazy defending for the entire afternoon. That's the one word I think that everyone seems to sum up Cher with this season in particular. He's just not hitting that form that we saw from him. Hope it improves. But we had one good shot, which they had to tip over. If that had gone in, this would be a different story. It's those little tipping points, which sadly we're dealing with at the minute. Cher gets 2. On to Rose, who is slower than a snail, looks knackered. He's really not showing great fitness at the minute. I know that's not his fault because he's been rushed into this squad and he's struggling a lot. But I'm hoping we'll see some improvements. On this occasion, not really much going on. 2 for Rose. Sean Longstaff is looking rusty. Nowhere near good enough. I would have his brother in there. But again, it's all about the style of the play in that centre. 2 in there really isn't doing enough. And I'm sure the podcast will touch on this. I think we need more in there to hold this game together. He's not doing anything to warrant staying in the team for me. Longstaff gets 1. Bentaleb, not really better. Still looking rusty as well. But again, similar to Rose, rushed into the team, nowhere near good enough. I think Hayden should have been starting. I think a lot of people wanted Hayden starting in this one because he does make a bit of a difference, even though he's a bit invisible at times. 2 for Bentaleb. Almiron, as ever, pacey runs, got us out of trouble a little bit. He ran forward. Some free kicks that he bought us, and it got us into some decent positions. But there's a lot of the time where he gets into positions, he's running with the ball, he's surrounded by people who doesn't know what to do with it, and it ends up going out into a dodgy scenario, unless he gets it to San Maximan, which sometimes works out. Almiron gets 5. I didn't think the front lot were too bad in this game. San Maximan, again, he looked good, but he had the entire Palace team to beat at times. Really, really good work to get into the box. He was trying new things, trying to beat their keeper from distance. Got us into some good positions as well, but he's not the answer as a striker. Playing him through the middle, it looked a little bit better. We had some good passages of play, but it's not really him who should be scoring the goals. 6 for San Maximan. Joe Linton, again, not talking about people scoring goals, but I thought that he looked better, especially when he did shift in that kind of left-hand side move. Decent long-range effort in there, not great hold-up play, and faded as the game went on, like we normally see when we just heads drop and that's that. 5 for Joe Linton. The subs, Matt Ritchie, we had on for Rose. He was up for it, but not much change. Should probably start next week, you'd like to think. But again, Rose needs the game time. Matt Ritchie gets 5. Gale came on for Almiron. I was about to say Almiron for Gale. Gale for Almiron. He should have kept Miggy on when we were chasing the game, but what can you do? Gale was in a similar situation to Joe Linton with the service not coming to him. Palace had shut up shop by then, so 4 for Gale. Something has got to change soon. I am the eternal optimist, but this is probably the lowest we've felt this season. We beat Palace 1-0 at our place. They beat us at their place 1-0. Burnley, maybe we'll see what happens at St James's Park because a lot of the time something magical happens. I'll smile again one day.